Hello Marvel fans, this is Dan Stevens, and today a couple hours ago I went to see the new Avengers Age of Ultron film. So this is a spoiler video. If you don't want to know anything, just leave now quick. Okay, now they're gone. Let's get this started. In the beginning of the film, it starts off with the Avengers in attacking a Hydra base, and where Bear von Strucker is. Sorry about that. And the team actually work well because they all do their combined moves in the film. And what it is, Tony managed to get into the base and he finds a secret room where the Mind Stone is. Well, what's in the staff. And in the part of the battle, Quicksilver and Scarlet make their battle, and he goes and attacks Hawkeye, and Scarlet puts a vision into Tony Stark, and he sees a vision of the team gets taken down and all killed. And you can see Cap grabbing him saying, "You could have saved us." And he sees like these aliens, well, the ones from the first film, the flying aliens, and they're all heading to the Earth when this portal open. But it's not real, it's just all a vision. After that, they get the staff and they head back to the Avengers Tower. Tony discovers that there's an artificial intelligence in the staff. And what it is, he says we're going to take 3 days to get that so he can put it to the Iron Legion armor. When he managed to finish it, Ultron comes to life, and there's no one else in the room. It's just him and Jarvis. And he goes like, "Where am I?" And Jarvis is trying to tell him that you're in the Avengers Tower and all that. And Ultron looks into the files of the Avengers, and he goes like, "Oh no, all that." Realize about how the world is, and Jarvis tries to calm him down, but Ultron kills Jarvis because he's not in the body. He uses like electric. He does, but he doesn't have a body. Meanwhile, in the party scene, you see everyone there, even Falcon, and he talks to Cap, and he still says about Winter Soldier, about there's our one missing person and all that. Out of the party, you get to see everyone there try to pick Thor's hammer, and even Cap was nearly close to pick it up. And I'll come back about for the living hammer thing, about the hammer. I'll come back to that later in the video. Then Ultron crashes the party, tells them about what he's going to do, and then the Iron Legion attacks the Avengers. They defeat them, and they defeat Ultron. And they also say about and Thor gets angry about that, and he says about you should not mess with this stuff. After that, you get to see you get to see the twins meeting up with Ultron, and Ultron tells them about he's come to save the world and kill and stop the Avengers. And then back to the Avengers Tower, they find out that they have a picture of Bear von Strucker killed. So that's bad, really. That's sad, really. But then they find out about Ultron's going to get some kind of get vibrating. Well, they don't know what he's doing, but I think they do. But anyway, they find out about a black market person. They find out about a Luffy's Klaw. So Ultron and the twins go there, and he gets the vibrating, and what he does is he rips off Klaw's hand. So we know in the movie version how he loses it. Then the Avengers team catch up with get to them, well, to Ultron and the twins, and Scarlet uses her powers on Cap, Thor, and Black Widow. Nearly close on Hawkeye, but he says, "I've been through that. I'm not going through the game." In three of their visions, you see Black Widow in the Black Widow project, Captain America with Peggy Carter dancing, and Thor in some kind of Asgardian place, and Heimdall's there, and he's saying about you're missing the picture, you're not seeing, it's everything you're not seeing, or something like that. And you can see like Vision's eyes in his vision. Then Scarlet Witch managed to get to Hawk and does all that to him. Tony goes after him after he takes out Ultron. Well, he's old body, he's one of his body versions. Then he gets the Hulk Buster rod, and he has a good fight with him, and he keeps this funny thing he does is he keeps punching Hulk in the face. He keeps saying, "Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep." And then Hulk spit the teeth out, and he goes like, "I'm sorry," and the fight carries on. And then Hulk, the spell goes off, and then he sees everyone screaming. Then before he goes on the rampage again, Tony just hits him in the face. And then after that, the Avengers all retreat, and they're all back to normal. They head to this farm, and in the farm, it's Hawkeye's girlfriend and his kids. So he's got children. And then after that, all that when he's introducing her to them, Thor goes off because he tries to find out about the vision. He says there was something there he didn't see properly. Scarlet, I mean, Black Widow and Hawkeye, well, Banner have a talk, and he says, and he goes on about, we can't have a normal life because I can't have kids, and she says I can't have kids because she says in the end of the project they do something to her eggs so she can't have kids. That's sad, really. And then you see Iron Man and Cap talking, and then there's a Civil War moment kind of thing going on, just like they showed last year. Then after that, you see Iron Man talking to Nick Fury, so he makes his appearance. And then later on, he talks to the team and he says about Ultron's trying to get the codes, to the nukes, but someone keeps resetting the passwords, and I'll get to who's that later. Then Thor meets up with Erik. If you remember, Erik is the person who from the first two Thor films and the Avengers. He was the one who was naked in Thor 2. And what it is, he asks him for help, and Thor goes into this cave with this water, and when he's in the water, he kind of shows him more of the vision, and he does show you the Force stones. He shows you the Power Stone he shows you the Reality Stone. Well, the Power one from Guardians and the Reality from Thor. You get to see the colour of the Space Stone, and it's blue, the Tesseract one, and this is interesting. The staff, the Mind Stone, is a yellow, so that's show us what colour it is. And with all that, you get to see Ultron heads to this place where this Japanese woman is. I can't remember her name, but she's an assistant of Tony and Banner, and he finds out about they created Vision, and he asks her to transfer himself into Vision. And what he does, one of his drones mind controls her with the Mind Stone, and when Scarlet Witch touches the cradle where Visions is, and she sees the vision, well, a future where the Earth gets destroyed, and she finds out that that Ultron has lied to them. They betray him and they're gone. And then Ultron tells the drones to move, or Vision into a truck because he knows the Avengers are coming. And then the Avengers get to them, and Cap has a fight with him. Cap was on the fight on the train. The trains come and they stop him, and really, and then Ultron kidnaps Black Widow, and then they manage to get they manage to get Vision. Back at the tower, Tony Stark says to Banner that he found out that Jarvis is alive, and he wants Banner to get Jarvis into Vision, and that is crazy. Then Cap and the twins come to the tower, and they have a fight with him because they're telling him not to stop because they think Vision could be another monster like Ultron. Then Thor crashes the party and blasts his lightning into Vision, so that's interesting. Then Vision is born, and then Vision has to talk about what's going on, and also Thor mentions that the stone he has in his forehead, he says it's one of the Sith Infinity Stones, and it's a powerful object. Then Vision says about the he's not Ultron, he's not Jarvis, he's his own person. So really, he's kind of like a copy of those two, but with his own computer DNA. He does have a talk with Scarlet Witch, but they don't fall in love. Sorry if you had to hear that. After all the talk happened, but before they get ready, you see Vision picking up Thor's hammer, and he's got it in his hand, and Thor's like, and he's confused. He's going like, what the? And then you get to see Ultron talking to Black Widow about his plan, and then first I was confused what the hell happened. Like, you see something going through his head and then his stomach, and you turn out it's just him, but in an upgraded body. So it's funny that he can transfer to robots' bodies, in his own way. Then what it is, the team get ready. They head to the country where Ultron is to make his big plan. What Ultron plan is to bring this part of this city up so it can drop it and make it like a meteor, so it can just kind of do what happened to the dinosaurs, kind of do that to kill the humans. The battle goes well. She'll make their appearance so they can rescue the people when it comes to the city crashing down. War Machine makes an appearance to try to stop the drones. Vision, he has a good fight with Ultron, and also Thor. And then when Thor's getting strangled, he says the words about like, when I'm a nice guy and all that, and he goes like, I'm running out of things, so now. So when his Vision hits Ultron with the hammer, and it's so funny. And then part of the battle, you get to see him in the end of the battle. You see them all gathered around the object, where the commander bid, where when the Ultron might touch it and brings the city down. They all fight the drones, and what happens in the end of the battle is, they manage, for Iron Man and Vision melt kind of Ultron a bit, melt a bit of his metal, and Ultron can use the Mind Stone as a laser. That's interesting. Then Hawk punches him and he flies off, but he gets the helicarrier. Well, I mean the Quick Jet, and what it is, everyone's getting into these flying pods where the flying evacuation pods. Well, what Shield released, and there's a kid not on there, so Hawkeye goes and rescue him. Ultron uses a Quick Jet to try to kill him, but the one who makes the sacrifice and dies is Quicksilver, so he dies. So that's sad. I hope he comes back in the future, maybe from death. And then Hawk saves, Black Widow and gets her on the helicarrier. He gets into the Quick Jet and falls Ultron off. And then Scarlet Witch gets to Ultron and whips his heart out using her powers. And then Vision just comes in and saves her when the city falls down. Iron Man destroys the city. Everyone is safe except for Quicksilver. Then Ultron's alive in another Ultron body, robot, and then Vision has to talk with him. We're saying about humanity and all that. And Ultron's like saying, "How do you care about him?" Then Vision says, "I'm just accepting them." After all that, Thor, before he goes back to Asgard, he tells the other two, because they're at this new headquarters place, and he says that he can keep the Mind Stone. And he's saying there's someone playing the big part of this game. So he goes. Iron Man leaves and he's leaving and he's quit the team. Then you see Captain America and Black Widow meeting up, getting some new recruits, and you see War Machine, Vision, Falcon in a new costume with red on it, and it's kind of like the same but a bit different, and even Scarlet Witch in her costume. And then Cap goes like, "Avengers," and then it just cuts off. Now the mid-credit scene is you see this casserole, like the box, this kind of circle box thing opens, and you see the Phoebe Gobby. Thanos walks up to it and he says, "I guess I have to do everything myself." So really the question is, looks like he's gonna get the stones on himself. And for the Infinity Stones, so it looks like everyone on Earth, the Avengers, some of them, now they know about the stones because Thor's told them. And it's now we know what colour the space and mind are. The mind is yellow and the space is blue. So really, it's good with the mid-credit scene. So it's setting up for the the next Avengers film. So it looks like Thanos is the one who's going to get the stones now, not anyone else. Now for Ultron, I hope Ultron's not properly dead. I hope he's somewhere in the system and he's running around. Now for the team, for Quicksilver, they might come bring it back. So really, what I give this film is 10 out of 10. So really good, really. So really good how they're teasing us for the next future film, Infinity War, and I thought it was good. So that's all I have to say here. So as normal, you can see all the news and pictures on my Facebook Marvel page. If you're new, I hope you like this video, so you can subscribe to me so you can see all my next videos. So as normal, comment if you want to say anything, put a like on it, and I'll see you again soon. Peace.